Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. You can come to my talk show anytime. We have Coffee Talk with Karen every weekday at 11 a.m. And we have Real Talk with Karen Stacy every Tuesday at 8 p.m. It's not your mama's talk show. Make sure you tune in. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. And let's have some fun, baby. You can find us on all social media platforms. Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, and on MiamiMikeRadio.com. Testing. Is this mic working? You better believe it is. I'll see you guys soon. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Good morning. Oh, let's fix the do. Good morning. How are you? Happy Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on Facebook. We are on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. Remember how easy that is to add all of your friends. All you got to do is hit that invite button and you can invite all of your friends so they can have coffee talk with us. And then we also are on, I'm trying to get the lighting right, so don't mind me. You know I do this every morning, right? So you can join, your friends. Make sure you go to the Karen Stacy page on Facebook, hit the thumbs up, and you will be there. I'm going to apologize in advance for the dog barking. She's outside and no one's making her be quiet. So you're probably going to hear the dog. I apologize. I have the door open. If it becomes too much, I guess I'm going to have to close the door, which at this point, it's looking like that, right? Yes, happy Tuesday. Do me a favor, you guys. Share out this video for me. Sharing is caring. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. So it's 2 for Tuesday. The only thing is I have no idea what I'm doing later on today, to be honest with you. I didn't get that far yet. I don't know what happened. I think just with trying to plan the party, and I've been trying to get some merchandise done. I kind of fell behind in terms of getting everything together. So a lot of people want to come on the show, but then nobody gives me a definitive answer. People go back and forth. So it is what it is. So I'll figure it out like I do every week. So don't worry. I'll figure something out. I am going to tell you though, I am in like excruciating pain. I don't know what I did. I think from working out or something. I've had this before, just like my shoulder blade like locks and I can't breathe. Every time I take a deep breath, it hurts. So, I'm like in a lot of pain. So, I'm kind of like, not that I'm cranky, but it's hard when you're in pain, right? So I'm kind of like, whatever, but it's nice outside. So I'm going to hope that today, I'll get myself out of my head. And I should probably just, take some good painkillers, right? That always works. So good morning, everybody, and happy Tuesday. What's going on? I don't see a lot of you guys saying good morning to me. Let me check in on the feed right now. Let me see who's here. And first of all, of course, thank you so much for sharing the video. I see my Carmela is here. Good morning. Skycap, you're here too. Good morning. Eunice, my love. Good morning. Joe, we got Joey Q in the house. What's going on? Hi, Gina. Good morning. Good morning, Lisa. Oh, Tamara, you're here. Good morning. Good morning, Jimmy. JR, hey, I'm happy to have you on today. Oh, you like the do today? Thank you. I just trimmed the bangs a little bit today. So I got to see, I'm playing with it. You know, when you first get them, you got to kind of work with it a little bit, but I got like my gothy girl on. So I wanted to go gothy girl looking, thing today. I mean, it makes sense in my head. Lisa G, good morning, honey. How are you? Look at her hair, Webba. I'm glad you like your shirt, Jimmy. Please post it so I can share it, your post. Monica, sweetie, good morning. How are you? Hi, Georgie. Got bad news. My coach from high school just passed away. I'm sorry, Jimmy. Billy, you're here with Gina. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for sharing, Gina. Good morning, Rita P. How are you? Stephen, good morning. Let me see who else is here. Okay. I probably should have taken a painkiller before I started this show. That probably would have been a smart idea to do. Let me see who else is here. Oh, thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Oh, good morning, Giselle. How are you? So I'm getting excited for anybody that missed the show yesterday or lives under a rock and doesn't see Facebook. We are having a birthday bash on May 1st, which is not this Saturday, but next Saturday at 7 p.m. in White Plains, New York. We have details following. Carmela does have the post up. If you want to get your pre-ticket sales, again, remember we got COVID. So once we reach the number, we reach the number. But good thing is that now we can, you know, there's going to be, we're going to be at 12 o'clock now. And we are, I think they might have increased the capacity a little bit as well. So pretty exciting. As of yesterday, everything in New York was open until midnight. You're going to the party? Awesome. Okay, Eunice, you got to get in touch. Anybody that's coming to the party, you have to purchase your tickets. So please make sure you get in touch with Carmela to make that happen. Poor Carmela. Listen, I got to say something to you people. For those of you out there that do not use like any type of a cash app or anything like that, you got to get with the program. Okay. Very simple. Okay. A lot of people think, oh my God, it's linking, you know, they're going to get into my bank account. Nobody is getting into your bank account like that. Okay. And I have to be honest with you, you should have a way of, you know, sending money if necessary, you know. I have all of those, but you have to have a good one. So for instance, Venmo is part of PayPal. And if I'm not, I don't know if Cash App is part of Zelle, but it's not safe. Okay. And then there is Zelle. So Zelle is through, I think it's through Chase, if I'm not mistaken. And you can go, you know, bank to bank. So do not, and even on our phones, there's a button. You can hit the button and send somebody money. It's fairly easy to do. And most people have a credit card hooked up to their phone because you can't, if you, you know, you can't use certain apps and stuff if you don't have a credit card hooked up to it. So it's, you know, I understand for some of us that are old school, but they are safe. And I mean, if you're using some crazy account, that's different. Also, I would encourage everyone to keep their accounts private. Like my account is still private. So I definitely, you know, I mean, if your account is public, then people see how you spend your money. If your account is private, then nobody knows anything. You could be, you know, sending to a prostitute and no one would be any the wiser. You know what I'm saying? So I'm all about private. The only reason why my accounts are public on Facebook or on Instagram is because of my show, because I'm not really posting, my private life, so to speak. I mean, I guess I am, but you know what I mean. So, for those of you that don't have it, don't be so afraid of it. The cash apps are not anything. Nobody's going to steal your money. Nobody's going to hack into your account. They are very secure. So for anybody out there that doesn't know what I'm talking about, there are cash apps. There's Zelle, there's Cash App, it's called, and then there's also Venmo. And like I said, Venmo is part of PayPal, if that makes you feel any better. I think Cash App is part of Zelle, but don't quote me on that. So these are all, huge companies that have this. So please don't be afraid, of these things, because I tell you the truth, it helps so much. I mean, some people do it, like, let's say you go out and you have dinner and you're with a friend and you guys are splitting the bill. Instead of having to, find the cash or take the cards, this, that, and the other, you could just be like, okay, the bill is, $50, which I don't know where you would be, but the bill is $50. And, and here, I'm going to Venmo you, 25 right now. Boom, you're done. You know what I'm saying? So it really does help. And in this day and age, this is how we do things. But I'm just saying, don't be so afraid of things. Don't get me wrong. There are a lot of bad apps out there and stuff. Abso-freaking-lutely. And you're putting your bank account information in there. I completely agree. But what I'm saying is that, if you go to a reputable one, and I would never use something that wasn't reputable, it makes life a lot easier, to be honest with you. Even if you, like, your kids are out and they want to get something to eat or whatever, you can just send them the money and they can use the money from there. So it's pretty cool. Just a little FYI for those of you. I know some of us are really old school and we don't know, like, some of these things. I'm not going to lie to you. Carmela had to help me set all of it up because I didn't know what the hell I was doing either. But it is secure. And I mean, you have to, it's so secure that one of the apps drive me crazy because they give you like a penny in your bank account. And then you have to go into your bank account and tell them like the transaction or something, which I couldn't even figure out how to do. So I couldn't even validate my own thing because I couldn't figure out how to do it. I mean, it's validated, but you know what I'm trying to say. So, it's secure. That being said, I don't work for the companies, but I'm just saying. All right. So let me see. Some of you guys are still saying good morning and I don't know. Okay. Sorry. Okay. I hope you feel better. Thank you. Yeah. It's definitely hurting me a lot. I'm not going to lie to you guys, and I can deal with pain. Let me see, but we all have something going on, right? Yes. That would have worked. I know, right? Painkillers. Well, although if I took a painkiller before the show, you never know how well that would have worked. The show for yesterday, it was it. Okay. Hi, Sylvia. Good morning. Is it your lungs or the muscle? No, it's the muscle, but it's right in my shoulder blade. So it pushes. So when you go to breathe, you feel it. So that's, my son worked on it a little bit for me last night, but I got to work on it a little bit more today. Hi, Tony. Where is the party going to be? So we had posted something, but of course, everybody doesn't follow. And also, we have a flyer in the works. We were just delayed on that, so my apologies for that. The party is going to be in White Plains, New York, which is in Westchester. So not for nothing, but it's almost 2 weeks away, which means that if you guys don't live close, you can make a trip up, take a ride, come up Friday night and come party with us on Saturday. It's very easy to do. And if you want to stay, there's a million like motel hotels in White Plains and stuff that you can stay at. So get your asses over here. And I know a lot of people, look, here's the thing about life. You can't always make everybody happy. So we tried to make it for last, Saturday night. So it would have actually been my birthday. But with COVID, it was really difficult to do. And to be honest with you, I'm glad that it's later on now, because now we can stay open later, God willing, and maybe have more people be able to attend. So you know what? I'm a firm believer of everything happens for a reason, right? So have you tried BioFreeze? I have, JR. I don't have any at the moment, but I do have some old school, it's a Tiger Balm. So I'm going to make my son put that on me. I have forgotten that I have it. Hey, what's the venue? I missed that. J Scal, it's going to be at Sir John's. It's in White Plains, New York. My Facebook is making you go black when I comment every time. I don't know why, only seeing certain comments. Maybe restart it. Joey, you might also be on a different page than everybody else. I'm on live on a few different pages. And so for those of you that are interested, please don't ask Carmela to inbox you. Please inbox her. She is inundated with people that are trying to get information, and for her to remember who wants, her to inbox isn't fair. So you guys are one person, so you one person can message her, and that would be much easier for all of us, right? Because there's a lot of you for us to keep track of. We're already, going not crazy, but we're figuring it out. Good morning, Jose. How are you? Maybe I got it. Well, see, I just can't see Eunice and a few people. Right. Well, Joey, I have a couple of different pages that I'm on. So you could just be on a page that I'm not on, but it's okay. I see you. So it doesn't matter. Let me see. Private life is exactly private life. The less people know about you, the better, Okay, let me see. So Eunice said, I know, girl, like this guy, I paid him something and he does not have nothing, all these apps. I'm so mad, but thanks. I'm done with him. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit tricky, but it's okay. I know you guys are going to be able to do it. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see. Okay, Carmela said, if you want to Zelle through your bank, please contact me. We can take a payment through that. Okay, see, Carmela's the best. She's going to do it all. It is true. It helps a lot. Yeah, Eunice. Okay, so now Joey said, now we got the card swiper. You can stick in your phone so Karen can swipe her card and pay my bill. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is, but got it. I don't know who just said good morning. Love your hair, but thank you. Just says Facebook user. Karen would have been talking a mile a minute. Not if I have a painkiller. I'd be like, yeah, dude. Yeah, it's okay, J Scout. You don't have to be on Facebook. We can still make that work, honey. I know. I'm waiting for the official flyer. I thought I posted it on Instagram, but maybe I didn't. But I will post once we have the actual flyer. Yeah, Gina, it's 420 day. Right. So I should have actually taken a painkiller and been like, dude, I'm so high. Cause it's 420 day. And for any of you that don't know what that means, it's got something to do with pot. That's all I know. Let me see. Ed, good morning. How are you? How's my dad feeling? You know what? Thank you so much for whoever's asking that. I don't see your name. My dad is finally doing better. Thank you for asking. That would have been possible with about 4 more weeks notice, and I had Facebook. No, Skycap, you found out when everybody else found out. So you don't need Facebook for that. I announced it on Monday. We basically, I think we put the save the date out on Friday. So you didn't really miss much. But we will be doing another event. Obviously, it's not going to be my birthday again, but we will be doing another event, and it will give you some notice, some more notice. Like I said, it was very tricky this year with COVID trying to make anything work. So, It is what it is. Hi, Cheryl. Good morning. Thank you for sharing. Hi. Let me see. Salon Pause lidocaine roll on is completely better. It has completely no smell at all. Okay, good to know. Is she on Instagram? Yeah. Who on Instagram, J Scal? I'm on Instagram. Let me see. Carmela. I think she might be. And if not, feel free to message me and I'll forward you the information. It's fine since you don't have a way to get in touch with her. 420, I don't smoke marijuana, but I don't hate it if you're a smoker per se. I don't know Carmela's IG. Carmela, are you on right now? Are you on Instagram? I don't even know. But you guys can always message me. For anybody that can't get in touch with her, message me and I will help. I get anxiety from weed. Yeah, Joey, I get that. I used to also. Yes, I am on Instagram, but if you want to reach out to me, I prefer it through Messenger. Right, but these people don't have Facebook, Carmela, so that's the reason why they're asking. Skycap, J-Scal, they're all watching on Twitch, and they do not have Facebook, so they can't hit you up on Messenger. So that's the reason why they're asking. They can DM you on Instagram, or they can just reach out to me. Stacy, good morning, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Okay, well, you just got to tell me what it is, because again, they can't see it. So you have to just, when you post it, Carmela, I will read it aloud, because these people are all on not on Facebook, so they're not going to see what you post. I have to read it. I'd prefer to prescribe anti-anxiety pills. There's my 420. And for some people, Joey, when the CBD and all of that makes a huge difference with anxiety. So it's to each his own. Everybody does what works for them. But I do think that it's pretty great. Refers to the police radio call numbers for pot. Thank you, JR. Okay. So now there's no more of those numbers, right? Because it is legal. So now the government gets to take a cut of all of that stuff, right? Which is great. This is how you make money. Alyssa, my love, you're here. Good morning. I stopped drinking. I don't even drink wine either. Okay, Joey. Well, good for you. Carlos, good morning, honey. How are you? Hey, you, good morning. I don't know who that is. It's just coming up Facebook user, but hey, you back. What the hell was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. So pot is legal now. How crazy is that? I mean, for all the years that they wouldn't legalize it. And then it's funny, right? Because Cuomo finally, gets himself like way up in trouble. And now all of a sudden, yes, it is legal, JR. I think, what was it, last week? It was legalized, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, well, Cuomo is under so much pressure right now that, he's got to do something. Today is Dodge Day. Let's make this money. Okay. I have no idea what that means, Tony, but if you guys are making money, then all for it. It's Dom. Oh, I said, hey, you. Okay. I don't know what page you're on. I can't see your name. But thank you. Good morning, Dom. Yeah, so it's legal. I mean, you know what? I wasn't sure what I wanted to talk about, but you know what? Let's talk about that. What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about marijuana being legal in New York? What do you think? Let's see. Stacy said, I'm great. KS, thanks. How the hell are you? Birthday girl. I support 420. Awesome for pain and anxiety. All natural, cool for me, legal, baby. Karen, Stacy, it's about time. Legal in New York, Cuomo blows. Yeah, no doubt. Legal for recreational use, able to possess a minimal amount, still against federal law. Okay, there you go. Joey said, I want to try CBD products, opposes to taking a the pharmaceutical drug, but I don't know at this point freaking everyone's one thing. So I will tell you, Joey, that I had a really bad reaction to pot, like I don't know, I think I was in my 20s when I was first with my husband, and my husband was a big pot smoker. And we went to go see The Lion King, and I was with my best friend who is I mean, it's crazy, right? My best friend who's no longer with us, my husband who's no longer with us, and his cousin, which was her boyfriend at the time, right? So we went to see The Lion King. We smoked a bone before we went in, and I lost my mother flipping mind. I had such a bad anxiety attack that I went blind. I mean, literally, I lost my vision. And I couldn't even, I couldn't do anything by myself. My girlfriend had to come in the bathroom with me. I made her hold my hand while I was going to pee. I mean, that's how scared I was. We were coming home. I couldn't see anything. And I kept saying, I'm blind. So that was the big joke. My husband and my girl, I'm blind. But I really was. It made, if you've ever had a terrible, terrible anxiety attack, you always lose your peripheral vision. But my eyes went black. That's what happens to me when I have a really bad anxiety attack. I go black. So I was in my, I would say early to mid 20s. No, I'm sorry. I'm lying. I was in my early 20s when that happened. And we didn't know what the hell went on. And, then I went to the doctor and they said it was, anxiety. So they gave me, Xanax, the wonder drug back in the day. And, I became a zombie, right? So obviously I won't even, if I smell it, it would trigger an anxiety attack. Now, I was raised by hippies. So, pot smoking, I grew up, knowing about all that shit. So it was weird because, let me see, a couple of years ago, it'll be 3 summers now. It was the anniversary of my husband's death. It's always, obviously, and it's in August. And it's a very, very hard day for me to get through. Obviously, as time goes by, it gets, I learn how to deal with it better, right? But my father was like, Karen, you got to do something because you're nuts. Like, you got to do something. He's like, why don't you try one of the pens? And I'm like, and that had the THC and the, or whatever. And I was like, I ain't, Daddy, last time I did that, I went blind. I'm not messing with that stuff. I'm petrified of it. And he's like, just try a little bit or whatever. And so he, and then somebody that was a friend of mine got prescription CBD. So then I started researching the CBD, and I found a place in I don't remember maybe it was Ohio or someplace where I think they're known for the CBD. And I ended up getting the vaping pens for that. And I got a sativa. And I have to tell you that it works. And that was just the CBD, no THC, just the CBD. And I think they have the oils and all that kind of stuff too. But I like the sativa because the other one is called, it's sativa and you guys probably know. There's another one. So the sativa is supposed to elevate you a little bit, and then the other one is supposed to make you come down a little bit. And for me, it's hard because my problem is that I get too down. So if I take something like that, I have to be really nuts in order for me to take something, and then it just levels me out. But on the norm, if I'm calm, I was talking about this yesterday with a friend of mine. When you're calm, you don't get a lot of shit done, right? It's only when you're nuts, right? If you're twisted, you clean the house in 5 minutes, right? Or you're amped up on medication, like certain people that are on, let's say, the prednisone and stuff like that. It makes you psychotic. And either you get up and start cleaning the house, or you're going to have like a nervous breakdown because your heart is like beating out of your chest, right? So there are certain things that, you know, we use to balance. But I would say, Joey, I would say that trying the CBD, you will not have the same effect. I mean, I'm not a doctor. I just play one on the radio, but I did not have the same effect whatsoever with that. Obviously, when marijuana wasn't legal, there is no, what's the word? You know, like quality control, right? So you don't really know what you're smoking. I mean, you could get something and people trip out from it. Of course, other people smoked it. They didn't trip out from it. But of course, I'm Karen Stacy. So I trip out over shit all the time. So I'm very, very cautious, Joey, about what I do because my body is so super sensitive that I will grab, you know, I'll have that effect immediately. So I definitely would encourage you to try it. Anybody else use CBD or, you know, for anxiety? Let's see if anybody else on the feed has anything to say about this. Okay, hold on a second. Well, the comments went. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Facebook Karen Stacy page, the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. We are live on Twitch, and we are live on YouTube. Please, if you have the ability to do so, share out the video, tag your friends, tell everybody all about it. Let's see. So legal. Yay. Stacy said. Alyssa said, let's all get stoned. J Scal, it took long enough to get legal. Joey said no comments on that. Okay. Skycap, I'm more okay with the legal weed than I am with the BS advertising for Lunesta and other pharmaceutical companies, no doubt. Okay, Stacy said CBD is great. Cuomo only did it for political reasons. Yeah, absolutely, because he's totally screwed, so he has to. I used to smoke pot in high school, not since though. Yeah, Alyssa, of course. Let me see. Somebody wrote, that's just what we needed. With all the other shit going on in the country, it's totally ridiculous. And the only reason the government is allowing this is because they can make money on it. Why would you say it's ridiculous? I mean, people are going to do extracurricular things. And it's no one is committing a crime after smoking pot. Unless maybe they're robbing a 7-Eleven because they need like a Slurpee and you know, those tortilla chips with the melted cheese on them. I mean, I don't know where you come from, but I don't think I know a lot of people and a lot of adults smoke pot, like adults. I mean, I guess kids do it too, but I know a lot of adults that smoke, like a lot. So people are taking a hit or two to just calm down and get themselves where they want to be. I think that drinking is legal and people can do more harm drunk than somebody's going to do smoking pot. And that's just my opinion. But I think it's ridiculous. I mean, it should be legal. People, everybody's doing it. You shouldn't be going to jail. I mean, of course, if you're selling it, that's a different story. But if you're on the street corner and you're smoking pot with your friends and everybody's taking a hit, nobody should end up in jail for that. That's just my opinion. Maybe because I was raised by hippies. I mean, you know, there are worse things. Like I said, alcohol is legal. And that to me is more addicting and it's more harmful, in my opinion, as somebody who drinks too much. Let me see. Joey said, when I was teens, I got freaking pounding heart. Man, one time after smoking a blunt, I was like, drop me off. And I went and well, I'm glad you took a shower. That I couldn't even get rid of it. That lasted for days. Joey, I'm with you 1,000%. I feel you. Tony said, I had some guy blow smoke on my face and I almost flipped out. I was like, We are going to have more car accidents because people will smoke and drive now that it's legal. That's true, because your responses are going to be impaired. That's for sure. But I would assume, though, that it's the same thing, right? That's still driving while impaired. So it doesn't mean you can smoke pot and drive a car, just like you can't drink and drive. I mean, it's against the law, right? Yeah, so your response is going to be much, more impacted. But at the same at the same part, people that are high driving, they're not speeding. I'll tell you that much, because when you're stoned, you're like, oh shit, it's only been a minute. I thought it was like an hour, right? Because they're like, oh, dude, what? How about when you just forget what you're saying in the middle of a sentence, right? You're in the middle of a sentence, you have a point to make, and all of a sudden you're like, what was I talking about? I already have that problem. I don't need to be stoned. Mela 180. Okay, so that is Carmela's Instagram. It's MELA 188. Let me show it to you guys. MELA 188. So for those of you that are trying to get in touch with Carmela and have Instagram, hit her up there. If not, hit me up and I'll hit you. Okay, so let me see what else you guys are saying. Indiga, thank you, Sky. Oh my goodness, you are the best. I love you so much. Carmela, I love my prednisone. I get everything done. Yeah, you don't, because then your heart's beating out of your chest. Let me see. Joey said I was on Xanax 2 milligram bars prescribed, and then that turned me into a zombie as well. Eventually, so it was so hard to stop taking it. It interferes with your career. Nonetheless, I was being told by people, yo, you passing out, bro. And that's embarrassing, especially when you're supposed to be the clean guy running the show, so to speak. Yeah, absolutely true. When they first put me on, that's so funny. We're talking about this, and what comes up on my phone? Tried the CBD. See, I told you. I ordered from that place. That's hysterical. When I first started with the Xanax, I didn't take 2 milligram bars, but it was like every 4 to 6 hours. And yes, all I did was sleep for like the first week because it makes you gagatzed. And then what happens is that your body becomes addicted to it. So that was many years ago, right? It was over 25 years ago. And now they have newer things like Klonopin, which I don't feel helps anxiety the same way, but that's my own personal opinion. They have the Valium, which again is old school, and all that does to me is make you sleep. But you will become addicted, especially to something like Xanax. So I told the story before that I was on Xanax, and my body became so addicted to it that if I didn't have any, I would start trembling. So I had to actually detox my body to get off of that. So now the only time I ever take it is if I'm really in a bad way. But I certainly would never, ever, ever, ever suggest anybody taking something like a Xanax daily, because your body, you will definitely become addicted to it. I always suggest, I know we're talking about CBD right now. That's where we were. But for anxiety and depression, I suggest therapy, because anxiety is something that's inside of you that has to come out, and it does damage inside. And until you get therapy or find a way to find out what it is that's causing that, and it's usually very deep rooted, and I went through this, so I can say this with certainty. You have to get it out of your body. Once it's out of your body, you will no longer suffer from daily anxiety. Certain things in life will make you anxious, don't get me wrong, but you will be able to control those a lot better than before you. I mean, it's an arduous process. They have to turn you inside out, and it sucks. But it's worth it because, it's like going on a diet, right? You're fucking starving. You hate everybody. But after you drop that weight and you look at yourself in the mirror, you go, all right, it was worth the sacrifice I made. So sometimes you got to make a sacrifice. But I'm wondering if anybody else here uses CBD and likes it. Let me see. Gina, I believe indica brings you down. Hybrid gets you going. Sativa is a mix. So, okay, I just know the difference between sativa and the indica. And I know the indica definitely is supposed to bring you down. Like you're supposed to do that if you suffer crazy anxiety or to go to sleep, like if you're home and you need to like unwind. But the CBD itself, it really doesn't like kill you. You know what I'm saying? I forgot where I was, and this somebody I know had a drink. It was a lemonade, and it had, I don't know what it had in it. It was probably CBD and THC, right? I swear to God, I took a tiny bit of it. I was on the chair like somebody painted me on it. I could not move. It knocked me the frig out. I was like, I'm looking and I'm going, I got to get up. I can't get up. I can't move. Like I'm telling my body to get up and my body was just like stuck and it wasn't going anywhere. So I definitely like, unless you really need to come down, I don't encourage, like the edibles. But again, I think that has to do with the CBD and the THC. So that's different. But the CBD straight up, I don't think it's going to do anything to kill you. But that's just my opinion. And it's also my experience. I tell you, good morning. Oh, hi, Pauline. Good morning, Karen Stacy. Love your hair. Hope you had an amazing birthday. Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, my birthday is going to go on. So I used to celebrate my birthday for like a month all the time. And my husband used to make fun of me and go, oh, Jesus Christ, here we go. It's April. We have to celebrate your birthday all month. And after losing him, I have not really celebrated my birthdays. They're very, they haven't been the same. And then, of course, last year we had COVID. So there was nothing and I was home crying. And this year, I went out Saturday with my dad and we had a nice day. And then Sunday he came over. My son was here. Richie came by. We did cakey. And, that was really nice. And I have a celebration to look forward to because in less than 2 weeks, I'm going to be with all of you guys celebrating my birthday. So I have to say that this is the first year that I'm actually like celebrating like I normally did since I lost my husband. So, I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on Facebook on the Karen Stacy page. We are live on the Real Talk Coffee Talk group. And we are live on YouTube and Twitch, Real Talk Karen Stacy. I apologize for the dog barking. She shouldn't be outside barking. I'm sure my neighbors probably hate us just as much as I'm hating this right now. Monica, CBD oil without the THC doesn't work for me. Took it day and night on a high dose. Never tried the THC one. So what I learned from people that like did the research on this, you need a small amount of the THC for the CBD to work. So that's the reason why if you were to get it now that it's legal through a prescription, that it will probably work better for you. But I was told that they're supposed to be able to give you the percentages of how much CBD is in it and how much THC is in it. So even a company that a girlfriend of mine had told me about that she uses this for anxiety and everything, she said you have to have a tiny bit of the THC in it for it to work. And I think it's small enough that, if you're getting drug tested, it may or may not show up. Oh, and I wonder what that means now. Like if it's legal and now they piss test you, what happens? Like, are you good? Are you allowed to do that? You can't possibly be allowed to be doing that, but I don't know. Who knows? I want to try. Okay, hold on a second. Sorry, the comments just went crazy. Hold on. Bear with me, you guys. I'm coming back to you. Oh my God, I really am in a lot of pain. Okay, let me see. Holy crap, I'm behind on the comments. Okay. Sorry, you guys. I am coming back to you. I really do apologize. I guess I was talking too much. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm back here. Okay. Sylvia, I want to try CBD because I want to get off my anxiety pills. Okay, well, like I said, you know, to get off of anxiety pills, you need to do the work. Nothing is going to make it go away. So, I have to say that I feel that taking prescriptions or maybe CBD, whatever it is a great additive, right? So if you take CBD or you take pills or whatever it is that you're doing, you need to be in therapy to learn how to control these things. Because pills are never going to fix anything. So, if you're on something for a reason, you need to fix the reason, not just change what you're taking. That's my opinion. As somebody who has suffered from this, I will tell you from personal experience that if you don't get therapy and you don't recognize why you have anxiety, I don't care what you take, it's not going to work. Or it'll work only as long as you're taking that. I refuse to be addicted or have to take any pills in order to function. And I'm not knocking anybody that has to, but I don't think that pills or CBD or anything is the right fix permanently. You need to do the work so that you can fix yourself. I just have a nice glass of Merlot and I'm good. Okay, Alyssa, everybody knows what works for them. Stacy, Karen, CBD depends, different strains. Find the strains that work for you. It's all about the strains. Mostly medicinal weed, my faves. I get works for my chronic body pain and anxiety. That's what works best for me. Right. So you have to find out which one actually works. So the good thing is that if you find what works and that helps you so that you can take it down a notch, now you have the ability to work on yourself. Don't think that just taking it down a notch is going to fix it. It's not. Why are you anxious is the question. And normally why you're anxious will go like back to when you were 5 years old. I mean, I'm just saying. Let me see. Joey said, same, I know criminal law, but I'm a Google pharmacist, street pharma knowledge. That sounded bad. It's all good. Jody, good morning. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate it. Yes, find what works for you. I agree. Yeah, the munchies, right? Yeah, that's the bad thing. We don't want to get fat. Georgie, legislation is being prepared in New Zealand to ban anyone born after 2004 from smoking anything. Health fascism must stop. Wow, that's crazy. Alyssa said, if you got it, smoke it. Yeah, smoke it if you got it. My husband always used to say that. Yes, I broke my wrist and hit a tree passenger. I have chronic lower back pain and severe anxiety, panic, hereditary. I think it stems from, though. Well, again, you still can fix that. And I'm sorry for what happened. Okay, let me see. I'm extremely 420 friendly. So today is my day. Happy 420. There you go, Jody. JR, boy, do you remember the days of using a record cover and credit card to clean pot? Pot was not a big thing for me. All I did was make me tired. Don Cheech, good morning. Okay, let me see. It's horrible that people went to jail for years for selling weed. I'm so glad it's legalized. It's legalized, but it's not legal to sell it. That's still drug dealing. Karen, it's Dominic. I said that, and I used to smoke when I was 16 and stopped a long time ago. They want zombies and people dependent on drugs. Yeah, but people are dependent on drugs, and that's the pharmaceutical companies. So, I mean, we're going to agree to disagree on that one. I don't think that so everybody is dependent on pharmaceutical companies and they own the world right now. So that's okay. But legalizing marijuana isn't. I mean, if one is good, the other should be too. Weeds legal in my state, medicinal and recreational. Yes, that's bullshit. Alcohol is so much worse than weed. I agree. You always bring up great points, but I want to steer for just a minute, please. Okay. Where are we steering? Can we please get the link to order merchandise? Okay, Skycap, just message me because everything I put is on Facebook. So I have to I'll have to give you that information. No one goes to jail for smoking weed these days, only selling. Gina, I smoke here and there. Hubby, on the other hand, is still a dope from the slope. Oh my God, you're so funny. Coming from a law enforcement POV, I'm for legal weed. We've been the redheaded stepchildren long enough here on Twitch. Oh, I'm sorry. I know, but I can't put links and things like that on Twitch. It's only for shows. Okay, let me see. Jody, I agree with you totally. I know a ton of people with DUIs and no one with a PUI, pot under the influence. Hi, Oni. Good morning, Stacy. Everyone and their mother basically smokes weed, always and forever. You smell in the air everywhere you walk and drive everywhere. Contact high is real. You want to hear something funny? The funny thing is that I got something delivered through Amazon the other day. I opened it up and it reeked of pot. I was laughing. I was like, good for her. I mean, it reeked with the packages, not my stuff, but the package. When I opened the package, I was like, oh, whoa. Yes, Mella 188. Thank you, Skycap. 180. Right. It's 180, right? I don't even remember what she said. Okay, I used to get the munchies from then crashed when I smoked on and off in high school. Not sure how it would affect me now. Let me see. Your phone is spying. No, that's my email because I'm on them. Let me see. I can talk to you verbally, can't type enough. I think we level out, but it's too much to type the stuff I can say over certain items. Well, we're just touching on the surface, honey. That's what this show is about. Just to, make people look at things a different way. I only take Xanax when I talk to Karen. Of course, this is joking. Yeah. All right, Carmela. I need to take Xanax after I talk to you when you're on freaking prednisone. I suggest some good sex and some killer bud. Yeah. Well, Jody, I don't know where to find either right now. So that's giving me anxiety. No. Joey, definitely 100% on the KS on the anxiety issue on how to fix issues. Karen Stacy, therapy is a wonderful thing for anxiety and in general. It's a real deal, worth every word. Yes, absolutely. A good friend of mine used to pop Xanax like crazy. Yeah, it's really crazy. Let me see. Okay. Oh my God, I got ripped so bad against my will, just like that. Okay, I'm not sure what that meant, but okay. I think I'm going to start taking some, I don't even know what that is. Holdall? I don't even know what that is. If you don't sacrifice for what you want, then what you want will be the sacrifice. This is true. CBD indica, I like it. I like a little goes a long way. A friend I worked with used in a pen. Although working on Saturday night, busy dinner shifts in a 5-star restaurant, he was the chillest person on the freaking planet. Love him. He saved me. I need some CBD back in my life. Yeah, there you go. Hold on a second. I am going to keep reading. I'm sorry. Dogs bark. Your neighbors can get pissed off. Yeah, no doubt. We are all live from 400 platforms. We should be hitting the moon. Yeah. Okay. Karen Stacy, can't wait to celebrate your birthday. Very excited. I do need a ticket or two. Bring a friend. Saw the details. Can't wait. Yep. So I think Carmela has the link up. I don't know what page you're on, Stacy, but if not, well, you have my whatever, the Venmo or the Cash App. So the tickets are $25. So just either send for one or send for two tickets and you will be in. Skycap, laughing my ass off, it may or may not show up on drug tests. I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I know I'm seeing if it was just a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. Skycap, Sylvia, Sylvia, Skycap said you need to talk to your doctor before doing anything. And that is very, very true. Okay. So there are a lot of medications that you cannot go off cold turkey, because if you do, you are going to have a problem. So please, you guys, if you are under a doctor's care and you want to stop taking something, thank you for bringing that up. Skycap, please contact your physician, because these drugs are no joke and you really have to wean yourself off, especially any type of a psychotropical drug. There are a lot of drugs that when you stop taking them, you can have a very bad adverse effect and you have to be weaned off of them under a doctor's care. So please be sure, you contact your physician. Jesse, Karen if you're on probation, you cannot smoke CBD because it's like 0.3 that shows up. Okay. Good to know, Jesse. I can do anything if I wanted to do in my life. I chose not to smoke or drink. Yes, I will smoke occasionally, a cigarette here and there, but something. Okay. Yeah, we have sirens here. What could I tell you? Yes, KS, therapy, counseling works. You got to do the work. No doubt. You can't lose weight by taking a pill. So you can't fix yourself by taking a pill. Just remember that, you guys. Pause with, I don't know what you're saying here, Joey. I don't know abbreviations. Some jobs in the USA will never allow it. Employees. Yeah, I would assume that too. Because you can't be sure, if they're smoking on the job or not. So I would say that, look at this. I got a bee in here. Could you imagine? How many weed overdoses are there? How many prescription drugs OD? Right. Absolutely. Totally. I agree. Go away. Don't come in here. Go away, Mr. B. You guys know I'm allergic, so now I'm like on the defense here. Get out. You are not welcome here. Okay, let me see. Okay. For anyone that's on Karen's page, okay. $25 seems cheap to be hanging with a star. I mean, come on, people. Well, you know what? We have to make it, and it's also, this particular event is including food as well. So we're doing, whoa, Mr. B, go see where you got to go. Yes, we have a DJ. We have me. We have giveaways, we have raffles, and we have food. So yeah, I would say so, right? What do you think? Thank you. I have your Venmo. Okay, cool. Thanks. I saw the B-Day party flyer. I didn't know about the tickets. Yeah, the flyer hasn't been made yet. That was just a save the date thing, but we are doing pre-ticket sales and hopefully we will have the flyer today. She's Karen Stacy, y'all. She has her own talk show. You're the best. Yeah, it's okay, Stacy. She has Carmela, she has my the Venmo, so she can send it and I'll send you her so we can put her on the list. Airplanes reroute so that they don't fly over her house when she's doing the show. Yeah, okay. Okay. People getting fed too. Yeah, no doubt. No Discord. Okay, I'm not sure what that means. I don't know who Wise Hatter is. 250. You're so funny. I see comments. They're just lagging. Yeah, it's all good. All right. Whoa. I don't know what time it is. It is 11:59. Your time is up. No, but seriously, just on a note there, since we were talking about CBD and we were talking about anxiety and stuff, I cannot, say it enough. I've heard of Discord. Why do I know that? I can't say it enough. If you suffer from anxiety, you suffer from depression, do the work and get the help. Okay. No one is taking a pill and getting better. If anything, it's going to make you worse because you're going to be stuck on, you're going to be stuck where you are because you're never going to get beyond that point. So I say this to you guys all the time. It's like people go on a diet, right? And they starve themselves for a month and they lose whatever, let's call it 10 pounds, right? And they starve themselves for a month, they lose 10 pounds and they know they don't change their lifestyle. So after the diet, they go back to their original life and they usually gain the 10 pounds back plus some. So again, I give you that analogy. If you suffer from anxiety and depression and you're taking pills to help fix it, so to speak, it's not fixing it. It's a temporary fix. So, you got to do the work. So I tell you guys all the time, then read a book, do something to try to help yourself. Popping pills. So, Dominic was on earlier and said, like now we're going to have more zombies. This is where we are right now. There's a pill for that. Just like there's an app for that, there's a pill for that. So there's a pill for anything that ails you at this point, right? But we want to help fix ourselves and not rely on other things, right? So thank you guys all so much. I love you. I see, I see your comments. I'm going to tune off. I have no idea what I'm doing later on. To be honest with you, if I am in this much pain later on, and since I do not have a guest in place, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. But don't forget, I will, post stuff up so you will know what's going on. So I love you all. I hope you have a great day. Those New Yorkers here, get outside and get some fresh air. That's the best thing in the world you can do to make yourself feel good and feel alive, because, this has been a crazy world we're living in, and feeling alive and feeling good is really important. All right. So I love you all. I hope to see you tonight at 8 p.m. for Real Talk with Karen Stacy. I got to get to that point. All right. So I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Mwah. Bye. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget, if you want to purchase your tickets, you got to go to so the way you can purchase your tickets, if you don't want to hit up Carmela or me, is you go to Venmo. Let me see if I think my Venmo is, hold on a second. I'm going to tell you what it is. Okay. Venmo is at Karen Stacy. Okay. And then Cash App is that $ Real Talk Karen Stacy. So those are the two that we are using right now. We have the Venmo, which is at Karen Stacy, and we have the Cash App, which is the cash number and Real Talk Karen Stacy. The tickets are $25 each. So, depending on, how many tickets you want would depend on what you need. Once you purchase the tickets, you will be put on the list, so that you can come to the party. All right. So that's the pre-sale information. I will be posting more, obviously, once the flyer is put out. It is in White Plains, New York. More details to follow, but there will be a DJ, there will be raffles, there will be giveaways, I will have my merchandise there too. So those of you that want like the wine glasses or certain things and you don't want to have to pay for shipping, we're going to have that stuff there for you, and we're going to feed you too. So what more do you need? And you're going to have me. I mean, so what else do you need? No, I'm only kidding. Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have my own talk show. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see you, God willing, I'll see you guys later. Mwah, mwah. Bye, guys.